welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sean. I'm back for another video. In this video today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a letter that was sent to me from one of you. Before I get into all of that, if you're new to my channel you may not know it, but I'm actually an author. I've written 3 books. The first one's called The Dating Game, How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. My second book, Breaking the Man Code, The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And my third book, Getting Unstuck, How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. I'll be sure to link all 3 of my books below in the description box so you guys can check them out. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one as your personal life and dating coach, be sure to send me an email at itscoachshawn@gmail.com. That's itscoachshawn, S-H-A-W-N, @gmail.com. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into today's video. If you were one of the winners of my giveaway for 3 copies of my book, Breaking the Man Code, I'll be sure to flash your name right here. Since YouTube doesn't allow us to have an inbox anymore, just send me proof that that is your channel to my email address, and I'll be sure to send out your prize this week. So go ahead and claim your prize. All right, so now without any further ado, let's go get them. Hello, Coach Sean. I really hope you choose this letter as your next strawberry letter. I will try to keep this short and speak only about the facts as I know them. My family situation. I am the baby of 4 girls. My sisters are my loves. I am in the military and not always home, but I share all of my adventures with them, like dating to learning how to ride a motorcycle. I am also the only sister with no kids and never been married. We're all in our 30s. The situation. My sister is married to her high school boyfriend. I wouldn't call him a sweetheart because he was a rebound that turned into a long-term thing, but I digress. I need advice on how to love my sister. Sounds crazy, right? Let me explain. A year ago, my sister's husband moved out of their house to go live with another woman. Before this happened, he had cheated before. He has never contributed to their home or their 2 children. Once he moved out, he informed my sister that the other woman was pregnant. This woman was also married as well. My sister has been a plumb fool, going to pick him up from the other place and still takes him to work, still gives him money. She did an all-expense paid trip to Chicago with her and her cheating husband for her birthday, and she paid. She got all of this in all caps. Along with other things. Again, I'm trying to keep this short. Shortly after he moves out, the jump-offs lady had a baby. I expressed to my sister that she should make him choose between a life that he has with his marriage or this other woman, because she has a son and a daughter looking up to her. I told her how hurtful it was that she was allowing this man to hurt her repeatedly and just expects us, her family, to be okay with it, and I am not. I will never be okay with someone hurting my sister. Again, my sister has been a plumb fool, keeping the baby, allowing her children to go spend time with their father, knowing he is taking them around the other woman, and he has been taking the other woman and his baby around his family, making my sister look like a fool. At this time, I stopped talking to my sister about the situation because she always got defensive and she thought I was being judgmental. You're not? I know where I'm gonna get you. But we still had a relationship. Fast forward, my mother calls me and is telling me about my nephew's birthday party. My mother tells me, oh, your sister walked in with that baby in her arms. And right there, I would like to put out this disclaimer that the child not asked to be in this situation, so it has nothing to do with the baby. But hearing that my sister was acting like a babysitter to the jump off set me off. I immediately called my sister and asked her if what my mom said was true. I went in on her. I cursed her out. I was heated. The next day, after regretting my actions, I called my sister and told her how I really felt. I told her that it was very hurtful that she was choosing a man over her family. Whether she's mad or not, I am still her sister. She puts that in all caps. This man has walked out on her, ignored her, and can divorce her when he wants and disassociate himself with her and their children if he really wanted to. But he is enjoying his cake and eating it too, and this other chick's cake. But with her family, the people that can never walk away, the people who don't walk away, she doesn't choose us. After our conversation, she called our mother and told her that she's not speaking to the family for the rest of the year. So she can forgive a man for cheating and having a baby on her with another woman, but she can't seem to spend time with her family. What am I supposed to do now? This situation is stressful on my family, but I am trying my hardest to fight for my sister. By the way, he still lives with the female. The female hasn't gotten a divorce, and neither has my sister and her husband. If nothing else, I hope a woman in the same situation is hearing this and will hear how damaging it is to our family. Seeing my sister go through this pain and denial is hurting me. Thanks, Coach Sean. There's so much that I want to talk about in your particular letter, but the main thing that I want to talk about, believe it or not, is you. My issue with you is, no, she didn't ask to choose. You're the only one putting her in a situation where she has to choose. because you want her to do what you want her to do. And because your sister isn't handling her marriage the way that you want her to, you're like, choose him or us. You're the one who's doing that. She was perfectly fine being with him and having her family, her separate family, and being with you all. You're the one that's making her choose. And that's the part that's not fair. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand how you feel. My sister is the closest person to me besides my husband. She is my best friend. I love her to pieces. There are very few people on this planet that I love more than my sister. So if she was in a situation where somebody was mistreating her, I get it. I would be just as upset as you are. But I would also understand that she's a grown woman. She's an adult. She's perfectly capable of making her own decisions. Those are all her choices she has to deal with. I understand that you want to help, but she's not asking for your help. And sometimes loving somebody is taking a step back and saying, you know what? I feel like in my heart, this is going to fall apart. And when it does, you're going to need me. So I'm not going to leave right when I know that you're going to need me. I'm going to stay right here. Now, what I think that you should do is set some boundaries for yourself. Have a conversation with your sister and say, you know what, this really hurts me and I'm not okay with it, but I love you and I'm not going to let anything or anyone come between what we have as sisters. I just personally don't want to be around it. So when you know there's a situation where this other woman is going to be there or this other child is going to be there, just do me a favor and don't invite me. Any other sister thing or any other family thing, I'll be fine with it. But don't expect me to bite my tongue about something that I'm not in agreement with. It's not like I want you to leave him for my own selfish reasons. I want you to leave him because I love you and he doesn't love you the way that I feel you deserve to be loved. But don't completely take yourself out of your sister's life. What happens when people do things like that is you push them further towards the thing that you're trying to pull them away from. Because if your family isolates her, all she'll have is him. If I were you, I would pray for her sense of self-worth, her sense of confidence. It sounds like you got all the confidence in the family. You're spicy and you have all these rules and you want to get in there and do it so bad. I feel like you think you would do so much better with her life. You wish that you could just take it over and change some things. But it's not your life and it's not your choice. Your sister is going to have to deal with the results of her decision by having all of this chaos. I feel like her self-esteem is why she's in the situation that she's in. Maybe she said when she took her vows, she meant it. She meant till death do us part, even if she never anticipated that he would be doing all of this. Just the blazing, just obvious, just not even taking any effort to hide it. This man is brazen with his cheating. The fact that your sister had a birthday party and brought the mistress's child on her hip, Lord, grant me the confidence and the boldness of a mistress who's got the wife babysitting her baby. Like, she should bottle that up and sell it, okay? But that's still not your issue. And I get it. When you love someone and you see them making a mistake, you want to go in there and fix it for them. But that's not your mistake. That's not your choice. She's a grown woman. She's going to have to deal with that. The only weapon you have in this situation is to pray for her. But trying to make her choose is only going to ruin the relationship that she has with you. It's already interfering with her relationship with you. You're the one making her choose, and that's not fair. Whether she's making a mistake or not, it's her mistake. The only thing you can do is you can pray. You can ask God to give her more confidence. Ask God to take the rose-colored glasses off of her, to show her what she truly is worth, that is worth so much more than he is. That one day she'll wake up to the disrespect, but you don't want to be out of her life where she really has no one to turn to but this guy. Your mother was okay with it. Even though your mother called you and told you,
girl, could you believe that she brought the baby in on her hip?
Your mother called you and told you that, but your mother let it fly. You know your mother loves her, right? Because your mother realizes that she's an adult and your mother's not going to let anything or anyone come between their relationship, whether she agrees with it or not. Tell her, have a conversation. Look, I don't agree with this and you already know that, but I love you too much to be out of your life, to be out of my niece and my nephew's life. I won't have it. But just please give me a heads up so that I can choose for myself if I want to subject myself to that. If you're having a party and they're going to be there, just let me know. I'll come before. I'll come after. I'll do some separate thing with my niece and my nephew. Like, I don't want it to be in my face. It bothers me too much. It's okay if that's what you're choosing for yourself, but don't choose that for me as well. Okay? I think if you have that conversation, I would pray before I have that conversation. God, give me what to say and how to say it so that my sister receives everything that I'm telling her out of love and not out of a place of judgment. You said in your letter, I'm not trying to be judgmental. Yes, you are. The entire letter is you judging her. You called her a plumb fool a couple of times. I feel like that's how you're also making her feel. You're making her feel like she's a fool. If you believe that God can help you with this, you have to pray about it even if you're not seeing the results right now. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Where's your faith in this situation? Even though you don't see God moving, that doesn't mean that he's not. He's doing things behind doors. He's doing things behind scenes. You don't know what God is about to do in that situation, but you have to pray and leave it up to God. You're just trying to, you want to put your hands in everything. God doesn't need you fixing it. You either give it to God or you do it yourself, and look at how doing it yourself has worked out for you. Give it to God, this whole situation, and leave it alone. Be in her life. Don't let anything or anyone cause you not to be the sister that you've always been to her. Because at some point she's going to need you. What if she really does start to wake up to the situation? She really does start to see it for what it truly is. Don't you want her to be able to have a good enough relationship with you to come talk to you about it? Where you can very subtly give her hints about, well, you know what? I think you're beautiful. I think any man would be lucky to have you. Like any man would be lucky to have. Girl, you looking good, man. I mean, girl, I'm sure you have to beat the men off with a stick. I'm sure you get hit on all the time by all kind of men. You can do it subtly to let her know that, girl, he's not the only man out here. She has biblical grounds to leave him. She just doesn't seem like she has the courage to do so. All right, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to thumbs up if you did. If you want to hear more of my thoughts and opinions on life and love, consider purchasing one of my books. I've written 3. The first one's called The Dating Game: How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. My second book, Breaking the Man Code: The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And my third book, Getting Unstuck: How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. All 3 of them will be linked below. They're all available on Amazon, Kindle, BarnesandNoble.com. And if you order it right now on Amazon Prime, there's a chance you can have it by Christmas. So go ahead and do that. And also, if you want to work with me one-on-one as your personal life and dating coach, send me an email to itscoachshawn@gmail.com. That's itscoachshawn, SHAWN @gmail.com. Don't bring the baggage of 2018 into a new year. Now is the best time to work with me one-on-one. Start 2019 off with a bang. New year, new you. Like I said, I'll be sure to link all that information below. I love you guys. I'll see you next week with a brand new video every single Wednesday. Love to hear your comments below. Till next time. Later, divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.